I lost a prop.
You can see can spin freely, so I didn't tighten that enough. So my fault. But overall, durable props.
How you doing, guys? Chris here. Well, we got some new props in today. These are the Gemfan 5226 and the Gemfan 5236. And I first saw these when Kebab FPV posted about them. He affectionately called them the I love you props. And these props have a specific weight category that you're supposed to fly the quad in. I believe these are somewhere in the 500 grams and these are somewhere in the 600 grams, but I'll look that up. But for now, we're gonna get the scale out and we're gonna weigh the props and we're gonna put them on this Titan here, the iFlight Titan XL5. And I have two different batteries. I have a 1000 milliamp 6S and I have a 1250 6S, and I'll fly that and try to get the weights to be more specific for each prop. So let's weigh these out. Okay, so first up we have the 5226, and I always get them in a black or a gray color, typically because if I have props in view, that's how I like to fly the props. It blends into the background a little bit better. Let's see if I can get some light. There, that's a little better. All right, so now we have the prop. Let's give a quick weight on that, zero it out. So the 52 by 26 is 4 grams even. So that's pretty decent size prop. All right, and here's the 5236 tri-blade. And it is also 4 grams even. So it's just the pitch that's changed, not necessarily the weight or any other characteristic of the prop. All right, let's put them on a quad.
All right, so I looked at that a little wrong. So the ideal weight of the quad is 650 grams and above for these 52 by 26 props. So at 655 or 656 grams, this quad is just getting that limit. So we're still gonna run it. We'll keep doing the battery thing as I originally planned. Sounds good, not too whiny. Give it a quick punch out. And I lost a prop. Well, here it is. I'm gonna climb this ladder, get it out of that tree. Good thing that buzzer's working. Good thing. And got her. All right, let's finish this up.
Well, I got it back, and this is what happened. This, you can see, can spin freely, so I didn't tighten that enough. So my fault. But overall, durable props. Look at that. Didn't break a single one going into that tree. Let's try that again.
So now that I have the props on properly, here's a quick spin around the neighborhood. So right away I noticed that these props were a great swap for the existing props that the quad was already tuned to. So I don't see any vibrations, I don't see any kind of resonance when I do a punch out. So these were a great swap out. So if your quad will take a 5.2 inch prop, I knew the Titan XL5 would take
up to a 5.5 inch prop. That's why I went with that quad. I'll look and see if any of my other quads can or cannot take it, and I'll list them out in the video description. But yeah, I'm not unimpressed by this prop. I think it's nice for a 2.6 inch pitch. It seems to be performing like any other 3.5, 4 inch pitch prop that I have. So I kind of like it. It's pretty good. I did notice that when I landed the quad though, my motors were a little warm. I wouldn't say hot. I mean, I could still touch them. All right, so here we have the 5236, and the quad is going to be a little bit heavier. I put the 1250 battery on there, so now it's like 707 grams. Opposed to, what was it, 656 grams from the other version. And yeah, we'll do a quick hover and a quick flight. To be honest, I don't notice too much of a pitch change, at least in the sound, but I'll do a side-by-side for you real quick so you can hear that. Do a quick punch out. And yes, I put the props on nice and tight this time around. That thing got up there, so much improved performance by this 1 inch pitch difference. All right, let's go for a flight. So this is the 5236 prop, and I feel like I have to tell you that because these flights seemed extremely similar to one another. I didn't notice any drastic performance increase by switching to this higher pitch prop. You know, doing punch outs, I got a little bit more power out of it, and pulling out of dives, you'll see it looked a little smoother and it came out a little quicker. But in the end, this is still just a 3.6 inch pitch prop, so it's not going to be that drastic of a difference. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm unimpressed by these props. I actually really enjoy them. I'm probably going to pick up a couple more sets of them, especially for this quad. But I don't think this is a racing prop like it was specified. I think this is a great cruising prop, and I think if you're going to carry a GoPro, you can see how clean the image looks. There's no real stutter or anything. So it's a great prop. It's just, it was labeled as a racing prop for this 5236, and I don't know, I don't see me racing with this thing, but doing some light freestyle, hanging out with some friends, doing some open field flying, or some place where I've got a lot of space so I can really open it up and hit the throttle, I think that's a great utilization for this prop. When I landed, my motors weren't nearly as hot as when I flew the 5226s, but that's probably because I didn't hit a tree first. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.